Hello, Carrots here. Welcome to episode 31, Generation 2 of the Perfect Genetics Challenge. That dreadful noise in the background is somebody in the next room using a chainsaw to work on an ice sculpture. I thought we'd have a look at the horses. They're in their own paddock just down the road a bit, opposite the coffee house. And those horse gnomes, Zanyetta gnomes, are still multiplying, I think. I haven't counted them for ages. These horses, we don't do much with them these days. Nobody seems to want to ride them since Denise moved to Vice City. But they do come up to the main house and visit occasionally. That's Rocket Pony, the one with the blonde mane, and the spotted one is Patch Pony. Back at home, Cindy's decided to skinny dip. All the children must have gone to school for her to be able to do that. She did it autonomously. I didn't tell her to do it, she just jumped in the pool. So now we see who's been working on the ice sculpture. At our heir, Donna. We got a message. Congratulations! Donna has been conferred the new title of Ice Girl by the Appaloosa Plains Town Council in recognition of her valuable contributions to the workforce. Ice is a medium of true artists and quick-acting entrepreneurs. Remember to deliver your products before the ice and all of your hard work melts away. And that is why we sold it immediately she finished it. We don't keep the ice sculptures for long until she learns how to make ice that never melts. But she's got to make 25 ice sculptures before that happens, and she's nowhere near that number yet. I got such a fright when I saw this happen. Bindi jumped into the pool, and I was sure he was going to drown, but when I told him to get out, he just swam across the pool and got out. The children there are Eunice and Connor. Connor's the imaginary friend of Eunice's twin brother, Damien. There he is, Bindi's out of the pool now, so I suppose I shouldn't have worried. But he was just dog paddling right in the middle and he just kept it up, and I thought, he's going to sink and I don't want to lose him, he's so cute. But then he made a huge wet patch on the side of the pool where he was standing. But not to worry, Eunice mopped it up eventually. The children in this household are currently at the point where they should have been aged up to teens. But I'm keeping them as children for the moment because I want to give Donna and Clark a big family wedding, and I thought it would be cute to have 4 children dressed up as bridesmaids and page boy outfits at the wedding. And we're going to see the graduation today of the 4 young adults that have just aged up to young adult. And there's 2 other teens that need to age up to young adult soon after the wedding. The wedding won't be in this episode, but it will come up shortly. I have recorded it, and it is huge. It took me a few days of gameplay to set it up and to then record the wedding, and I managed to get all of Don and Olivia's descendants into the one household for the wedding. So that's something to look forward to in probably the next episode. Won't be time for it in this one. These are the 2 imaginary friends made real of the twins, Eunice and Damien. They're just finishing off learning their childhood blocks skill. There's only 2 skills that they've needed to learn as children, blocks and cooking. And they've done cooking, so here they are finishing off their blocks. And they've done a lot more skills beside that, so they're well and truly ready to age up to teens. Although at this point in the game they weren't, but they are now. Their names are Connor and Patsy. Here is Damien. He is working on his lifetime wish. He's got nothing much else to do. He's well and truly overdue to age up to teen. We're just waiting for his imaginary friends and the wedding. So he's trying to complete his lifetime wish where he needs to get to level 10 in painting and in writing. I think he might achieve it before he gets to be a teen, but he may not. He might still need to do a little bit more writing. I added a few extra rooms up in the ceiling, so there's a place for Donna and Clark to live, because there was a bit crowded downstairs with all those little bedrooms, and I wondered where all the Sims had vanished to, and I found they were all congregating up here just outside Clark and Donna's new bedroom. That's the door to their bedroom on the left, you can almost see. The door to the new bedroom is locked. I won't let anybody in there until after the wedding. I thought Eunice was supposed to be sleeping, but she's obviously got other ideas. She's headed off somewhere and it's late. She should be asleep. I know Damien keeps heading off upstairs in the greenhouse to play in the sprinklers. She's walking with purpose. She appears to have a plan. I wonder what it is. Follow and see what happens when she gets there. She doesn't seem to want the sprinklers. Her brother would be in the sprinkler by now. There's a gnome lying down. That seems to be the... Oh, she kicked it. All she did, she walked all that way just to kick a gnome. And look, she's kicked it so hard, it's gone into the tree. That is hilarious. I've never seen that happen before. We might have to rescue that poor gnome, I think. I'm sure it doesn't need rescuing. It'll undoubtedly get itself out of there eventually. Ah, she stood it up. That's good, little Eunice. I'm pleased she did that. Now, I've noticed that Donna seems to really enjoy painting on this particular easel. And it's getting cold. It's almost winter. And she's in her outdoor outfit. She's painting. I didn't tell her to paint. She just does that constantly. I get her to take a painting and expect her to go inside, and I find her out there painting again. And Bindy's playing with the ball. And little Bindy's just run around the corner to where Damien is painting. Because Damien's painting with a purpose. He needs to get to level 10 in painting and level 10 in writing to get his lifetime wish. And there's Eunice running across. She has got her lifetime wish already because of all those fish that are in fish bowls. Oh, Bindy just fell over. He does that occasionally. I'm glad I got that one on video. So Damien's making great progress on his lifetime wish. And Eunice wanted to present a perfect private aquarium, and she has done that because somebody else in the household also had that lifetime wish, and once one person gets it, everybody gets it. The festival ground is close to where they live, and they haven't been there yet, I don't think. They might have had a few brief visits there, but several members of the household decided to go and enjoy the fall festival while it was in full swing. And of course they had to go through the haunted house. Hopefully somebody will end up with a Karkalag Nakabel gnome in their inventory from this house. Sometimes I send sims through it for ages, just around and around and around until somebody gets a gnome. But this time I didn't bother. I just sent them all through there once, I think. Debbie's come through. There is Clark. He's in the household getting ready to get married to the heir, Donna. Hello, looks like, I think that's Don. Didn't really enjoy his experience. He wanted to get out fast. And Olivia has just come out normally. Hey, he really got a fright too. That was Bill. He ended up with a gnome in his pocket. He must have got a big fright when that happened. And finally, Cindy came out and she was quite calm about it. Don's headed off somewhere. I don't think he'll go back to that house though. Debbie's gone over to stand beside the trough. I think she wants to start bobbing for apples. And Clark and Don have joined her, and looks like Cindy's going to be involved as well. And Bill. No, not Bill's, he's kept going. I thought he might have been going to help them bob for apples. Looks like Olivia might be, no, she's gone past that house. I thought she might have been going to go back through it. Oh, the four of them are going to bob for apples. Let's get a closer look. There's Bill in the background buying something to eat. I've got no idea who wins this competition. I couldn't work it out in the end. I might just wander around the lot and just see what's happening. There's quite a few townies involved. But they're all thinking about Cindy, almost. Or some of them are, including Cindy. And there's Bill sitting up there at the table. And there's someone's cat come in. Maybe it's hungry and thinks it might be able to beg for some food from some of the people that are up there eating. There's a lot of wild horses running around in this festival too. There's a couple dancing. Everybody's quite relaxed and enjoying themselves quietly. Bill's now wandered over to join Cindy in the pumpkin patch. Look at all the frost on the pumpkins. Obviously it's getting very close to being winter time. I wonder who that is that Cindy's dancing with. Looks like the townies coming over there to dance with Bill too. At least they're getting to know the townies. I don't know them yet. They're all mixing with the townies and everybody seems to be having a jolly good time. Directly across the other side of the street is the base camp, and I noticed a very familiar sim is staying at the base camp. And for any of you who watched either part 1 or part 2 of the Isla Paradiso Bunch, you will recognise her. There she is, just through the door there. That's Jeannie Jones, visiting at the moment. That's interesting. They are in this save because most of the household from Isla Paradiso are living in Dragon Valley, but the witch Judy, she is living in Sunlit Tides with her family, so we will see them occasionally. They're not being pulled out of my library, they are actually in this game. It's getting dark now and they've decided to have a pie eating contest. That's Olivia, Debbie, and looks like a townie. Don't know all the townies in Appaloosa Plains. I haven't played this world very often, which is one of the reasons I bought my Sims here for this save, because I thought, well, I've got the world and I'm sure some of you will enjoy seeing it, and I'm not familiar with it, so I might learn a bit about it while we're here. That townie in the front there is certainly enjoying watching the competition. Hello, looks like Debbie's won. She stopped eating anyway, and she definitely needs to wash her face. When she goes home, she'll have to have a shower, I think. That one at the right-hand end, that's Oliver. He is Olivia's youngest. Then Olivia is the one on the other end. She is Debbie's grandmother, and Oliver is younger than Debbie. Hello, the townie's finished now. She's the one that was dancing with Bill for a while, I think. Wonder what Bill's up to. Bill is Debbie's father. Bill and Cindy are her parents. Now Oliver has finished. There's only Olivia left, who's still competing. She doesn't know she's come last, but I'm sure she'll find out soon. And all of their faces, they all need to have a bath. Every single one of them. What a mess. Hello, Olivia's finished. Competition's over. I think she wants to go home to bed. She looks quite sleepy. Townie's wandered off. Let's leave them there. They'll eventually work out what they're going to do next. Oliver looks happy, but he is such a mess, and so is Debbie. And I suppose Olivia is as well, but her back's to us now. We can't really see her. My Sims all have maximum free will, so I'd like to follow around and see what they get up to without me telling them what to do, because things get much more interesting that way. Back at home, as winter approaches, life continues. Here is Lola working on the sculpting skill. She's going to have to stop sculpting shortly and focus on learning a few recipes and read some fishing books, because she's not been reading much, and she wants to know how to cook herself some meals when she goes to live in Vice City. I thought this was cute. I found little Bindi sleeping on the chair out in the yard. He won't want to be there when it starts snowing. Poor Lola. All her hard work was for nothing. Her sculpture broke and all she got to show for it was a gemstone. Hopefully she'll take it with her to Vice City and she might be able to sell it to help buy some furniture or something. Damien's still working on his painting. Once he gets to level 10 in painting, he'll start writing. The two imaginary friends out there fishing, Patsy and Connor. Oh, look at Lola got. I've never had a sim get a magic gnome before when they were sculpting. I've read about it, but I've never seen it happen. And it just came out of the stone with the tabletop. That is amazing. It's exciting too. She'll have a gnome to take with her when she moves to Vice City as well. Looks like Bindi and Coco the cat are getting a bit of attention from some of the household members. Looks like Connor's still fishing, and so is Patsy. I hope their fishing skill is improving. They've got to read a lot of fishing books, so they've got to get to level 7 before they can read them all. Lola finished her table and she put the gnome in her inventory so she could take it with her. I think it's a nice little table she's made too. The good thing about that is now she knows how to make that table, and I can tell her to make it again. We have 4 newly aged up young adults that need to graduate, and here they are getting ready for their graduation. They are Donna, our heir, and her twin sister Debbie, and their 2 imaginary friends made real, Lola and Alana. We've just been watching Lola sculpting. Now she's got to spin into her graduation robes and head off to City Hall. So the whole household is going to go and watch them graduate. And here they are, arriving at City Hall. It always amazes me how many Sims can fit into a little taxi. If they're in a hurry, they're going to get in there before the ceremony's over. We've got 4 of them in graduation robes. It's a bit hard to tell who's who from this distance. And everybody's there to help them graduate. Even Grandma Olivia, our founder for this challenge. And there they are going in. We'll soon have them all inside. And then we'll wait a little while, a very little while, to see them come out again. There's one of them still waiting to go in graduation outfit. Looks like Damien was the last one to go in. And there's the City Hall from a distance. And Appaloosa Plains. And now they're coming out again. That graduation ceremony took quite a while, but we don't want to sit through all that. Nothing like having a diploma to toss in the air to prove you've graduated. Is that Connor standing beside her? Bill's come out. There's all sorts of people there. They're not just members of the household. I think that Poppy must have picked that umbrella up off the floor when Olivia got them out of the family inventory to try to reduce the amount of stuff in the family inventory. There goes another diploma. And Cindy's there now. I think just about everybody's come out. Just 2 more diplomas to toss up. And that's little Eunice walking towards us now on her own. And Patsy's back there in the blue dress with her back to us. And here comes Oliver. They're heading home. Maybe we're not going to get all the diplomas to toss. Someone's just coming out and chatting. Oh, well, they're all enjoying the morning. I think I will go back and see what's happening back at home. Here's Donna back home. She has a wish to improve her guitar skill. And she's working on it there in the middle of the kitchen, dining area. And there is her grandma Olivia. In front of her and behind her is her uncle Oliver. Oliver is still a teen. Olivia and Don managed to have one last baby just before they aged up to elder. Well, that looks like Cindy standing there with her back to us. We'll turn around and get a look. Yep, that's Cindy. Cindy is Olivia's daughter and heir, and she is Donna's mother and Oliver's big sister. And Donna is Cindy's heir, and now she's grown up to young adult and graduated. We will be starting Generation 3 very soon. Donna took a really long time to improve her guitar skill, so it would be more than the length of this video. We're not going to watch her for that long. Damien has completed another painting. He's a little bit closer to his lifetime wish. He's going to have quite a collection of paintings in his inventory to decorate his home with when he moves out. He'll probably go to live in Vice City eventually as well. But I'm thinking I will put the children who are born into Generation 3 into a different world. We'll leave Damien there to finish the next painting. He's getting close to getting his painting skill up to level 10. And as usual, the other 3 children are fishing. They're almost ready to start reading the fishing bait books. Indoors, Sims are reading their recipe or skill books or fishing bait books. Donna's still playing with the guitar, and her twin, Debbie, is over there writing at the computer. She does a lot of writing. She's already completed her lifetime wish of getting to level 10 in painting and writing. The same lifetime wish that little Damien's got. Hello, Patch Pony's arrived. The horses do occasionally wander up from their own paddock and come to the main household to visit. I'm sure Rocket Pony will be around somewhere. Looks like Damien has finished his painting, and there are Patch and Rocket Pony off there in the background. Rocket's drinking at the water trough. So Damien has taken his painting, and now he will have to start a new one. We've got to keep him painting until he's got up to level 10 to help his lifetime wish. And there is little Bindi chasing the ball again as Patch Pony runs around. And Damien has started his next painting. You can see he's still working on his painting skill, but I know he's getting close to level 10. While we've been enjoying watching the horses and little Bindi the dog frolic around the backyard, I've been becoming aware of a distant, urgent meowing and went in search of the cat, Coco, and I found her sitting, staring up at the fish in the fish bowls upstairs in the house. I don't know when she became aware that there were fish in fish bowls, but she quickly became obsessed with the fish in the fish bowls, and she seems to spend a lot of her time every day meowing up at the fish. She seems to have located all of the various fish bowls, and she wanders around from one to the other, hopefully. Fortunately, there is no room for her on the tables, so she can't get up to the fish bowls. You know, this reminds me of when one of my cats jumped up onto their real-life fish tank and fell in, and that was really funny. He got so wet, and he was very surprised too, and he was Ginger. I hope she enjoys that pet bed. Now, I got tired of Donna playing her guitar inside the house. She just kept it up for sim days. It seemed like she was never going to get up just one level in her guitar skill. So I sent her across the road to the festival grounds and told her to play for tips. And it looks like she's getting quite close to improving her guitar skill. She's been at it for such a long time. And anyway, we'll leave her there and get back to the house and see what the other Sims are doing. And it turns out that it was necessary for me to rush back to the house because there was big trouble happening. Now, there is a greenhouse in the backyard, and when the greenhouse was first made available to us, it was supposed to keep out the animals. Previously, all the wandering deer used to come in and eat the plants. And if you put your plants in the greenhouse and far enough away from the windows, then the deer wouldn't come in and eat them. Well, doesn't work for horses, obviously, because when I got back to the household, I discovered that Rocket Pony had got into the greenhouse and was eating the omni plants that Don had planted. and I couldn't get him out. He couldn't go out through the door. I don't know how he got in there. I had to teleport him out, go shift and teleport me here. So I sent Donna out to order some more omniplant seeds. Eventually I hope they'll arrive and he can plant some more omniplants in the greenhouse. While he was out there, the car arrived to take Bill to work. Bill needs to get up to, I think it's level 10 in the culinary career before he can get his lifetime wish, and he's still working on that. Connor had an opportunity to find some gems and some metals, and he went off running around the world looking. He found a few bits and pieces, but he didn't find everything that he needed. But one thing I discovered was there's a bridge, just like the bridge in France, and it made me wonder if there is a train in Appaloosa Plains like there is a train in France. I haven't sat there for hours looking, watching that bridge to see if there is a train, and I've searched online and I can't find anything about a train being in Appaloosa Plains. See, there's the bridge. I wonder, does a train go across it sometimes? Connor will head home when he's ready, and meanwhile Patsy's sitting in the nursery playing with the dinosaur toy. She's in her nightwear. Meanwhile, Donna's been painting on her favourite easel, and her grandfather Don has come to have a chat with her. Looks like winter is arriving. She's in her outerwear and so is he, so it must be cold. Eventually Don wandered off and Donna went indoors. She decided to go downstairs and poke the fire to warm up. She spun into her everyday outfit. When she was satisfied that the fire was sufficiently well poked, she turned around and sat in the chair that was there and just relaxed, staring into the fire all by herself. And as she sat, she thought of her younger uncle, Oliver. By now the snow was falling, it was winter, and the sink had broken in their outdoor eating area, and her grandmother Olivia was trying to fix it. Her mother Cindy was sitting reading, and so was her future husband Clark. And there's two gnomes there now, the spring gnome on the left and the summer gnome on the right. And Olivia started eating something which I thought looked very interesting. Then Donna's little sister Eunice came to wash some dirty dishes in the newly repaired sink. I think that's chili pork, something that Olivia is eating. After washing the dishes, Eunice decided to spin into her outerwear and headed out into the playground to play in the snow. Meanwhile, while everybody else had been busy, Lola had been continuing sculpting, and she'd placed several sculptures and sold a few, and then she had a wish to meditate. So she went down into their birthday party room and meditated for a while. She didn't mind that Donna was still sitting in the chair, watching the fire, and Connor had got home from his search for gems and metals. He hadn't found many, but he did find some. And then Clark came down and sat beside her and they started chatting. It was about time. This needs some romance going on between this pair. We want a wedding in the next episode. Lola is still there. They've decided to take a romantic photo together. They can ignore Lola. While Donna's thinking, Lola's still here. Wish she'd go. I just want to be alone with Clark. They do have at least two traits in common, so they should be attracted to each other, and they both know that I've decided that they really are going to be a couple. So he tries a kiss unexpectedly, and she likes it. Wow, so things are going well. Let's hope they can become boyfriend and girlfriend soon. They'll continue flirting for a while, I'm sure. Lola has left them to themselves at the moment. She's working on another sculpture. This time she's doing a topiary, which we can put into the garden when she's finished. In the next room, there's Lana. She must be a bit tired. And Damien's having something to eat to get his energy up to continue working on his lifetime wish. Debbie's there eating as well. She's taking a break from writing. And this pair down in the birthday party room. continuing, and Clark has finally asked her to become his girlfriend. And she thinks that would be a wonderful idea. So now they have progressed to the stage of boyfriend and girlfriend. That's what I wanted to achieve for this episode with this pair. Oh, dip kiss. That went well. So we'll leave them now. Now let's go on and see what the others are doing around the household. It's getting close to the end of the video. Hello, Lola is now working on a stone sculpture. Wonder if she'll get a magic gnome with this one. Hope so. We may not find out till next episode though. And here is Lana. She's in her bedroom reading probably a recipe or something like that. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. And if you've enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed and you want to see an amazing wedding. I have brought all of Olivia and Don's descendants home from the various worlds that they have moved to. So it's going to be huge. It took me about 3 or 4 days to get it all together. I'll just tell you the process that I took to do it as well, just in case you want to see how I did it. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now, and happy simming.